Newsom is suing Trump over sending in the National Guard. Former acting DHS Secretary Chad Wolf joins me now. Chad, the protests have calmed down. The Guard seems to have done its work, yet Newsom is still suing. Isn't that extraordinary?
Well, it is extraordinary. Look, the governor and the mayor obviously did not want to put the resources behind quelling this violence in a quick fashion. President Trump did. I think President Trump, obviously utilized his experience in 2020 when he allowed places like Portland and Seattle and Minneapolis, and he deferred to local officials and said, you guys handle it, and they didn't, right? It went on, those protests and rioting and looting went on for weeks and months in some cases, and I think President Trump and his team said, not this time. So they moved in the National Guard, and as your reporting has indicated, I think it's frustrated a lot of those violent agitators, right? Yeah. If you can't get to the buildings to deface them, if you can't do certain things, then over time, you're going to get frustrated and you're going to just quit, right? And you're going to go back to doing whatever that you did. And I think that's the hope here. But that only occurs when you have overwhelming law enforcement presence.
Right. What do you make of the mayor, Karen Bass, is talking about a rapid response network, as if they're going to organize, whenever they see ICE appear, they'll organize in a rapid response against them. It seems like she's saying it's okay to defend against the deportation of violent criminals. I don't get it.
Yeah, it's incredible. The mayor is out to lunch on this one. I mean, she has basically said, all of this wouldn't have happened, or this will all go away if you just stop your immigration operations here in Los Angeles. Think about what she's saying. She's saying we're okay with human traffickers and child molestation and rapists here in the city of Los Angeles. We're okay with that. Just don't come in and arrest them, because that's what ICE is doing. They're enforcing federal immigration law. And so the mayor obviously is on the wrong side of history on this. And throughout her comments, they're just absolutely nutty.
All right, last one, Chad. I want to bring this to your attention. You know it already. Glendale, California, it's near Los Angeles, has ended its contract with ICE. They will no longer hold detainees. Are they caving to the rioters?
Well, I believe they are. Look, this is very simple, right? Local law enforcement, if you had an operation to come in and break up a drug smuggling ring or do something else as far as violent offenders, local law enforcement would detain those individuals if they caught them. It should be the same case when we're talking about immigration law, because a lot of these illegal aliens, they are dangerous criminals and they continue to offend and reoffend. But if you decide to say, look, we're not even going to cooperate with ICE, right? We're going to be a sanctuary jurisdiction. We're not even going to detain any individuals. You are making your community less safe. And I think it's very ironic what's going on in Los Angeles, which is a sanctuary city. Had they actually just cooperated with ICE from the very beginning, from January of 20, just cooperated with ICE, you may not have seen the number of ICE officers in their communities going door to door trying to find these individuals, because the close cooperation allows them to do that in a jail setting and in other settings, which would perhaps not have caused what we see today.
What a mistake. Thanks very much for joining us, Chad. Always a pleasure. See you again soon, I hope. Thank you.
Thank you.